Alright, hey guys, time again for another video, and I do have quite a bit of stuff to show you all here for this month's collection update, so without further ado, let's get started. And first up here, I do have quite a bit of movies actually to show you, and movies are marked down to $2.99 once again. I guess the sales went down and didn't go over well for them when they did the price raise, so now they're back down to $2.99, which is great, so I can resume collecting for movies. And first up here, I did find Pokemon Arceus and the Jewel of Life. I did not have this Pokemon movie yet for the collection. And yeah, I think it's in decent enough condition to buy. The disc was in really good shape. And yeah, unfortunately though, as you can see, there's quite a bit of artwork damage, but I figured I could replace this a bit more easily than the disc. So I went ahead and bought it for $2.99. Next up here, I got Eddie Murphy, The Adventures of Pluto Nash, the Man on the Moon. And this is a 2000s movie, I think from 2002. And yeah, this movie does also have a bit of damage on the box, as you can see in the reflection. But the disc itself is in pretty good shape, and I'll show you the inside here. It looks pretty cool. Very 2000s looking, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this movie out. It looks really good. Next up here, I have Scooby-Doo in Arabian Nights. I did not have the Scooby-Doo movie yet, but it looks really cute. And I believe it's from the early 2000s as well. I think it's 2003. So yeah, I definitely look forward to checking this one out. It was in really good condition. I'll show you guys the inside here. And it came with this really cool, like, old school advertisement. And it showcases all the other Scooby-Doo movies you can find. So definitely gotta keep on the lookout for some of these, but I love these retro kind of advertisements that you can find in these older DVD releases. So yeah, that's another reason why I bought it, and I just love the artwork on here as well. So really cool pickup, I think, anyway. So that's awesome. And then I also picked up a Steve Guttenberg movie, Zeus and Roxanne. And I believe I watched this movie like way back in the day, but I don't think I've seen it since probably the 90s. And yeah, it looks like it was filmed in 1996 and was a 1997 home video release. So yeah, I definitely look forward to checking this one out as well. And next up here, I got a movie for my Adam Sandler collection. I've been looking everywhere for this movie, and I finally found a copy of it this week, actually. And it's actually a Blockbuster edition, and the disc is in really good shape. And as you can see here, the movies are now $2.99. I got a 20% off discount on these, so that's why they're a little bit cheaper than normal. But yeah, I am really happy that I got this in my Adam Sandler collection, so yeah, really happy about that. And then last up for movies, I got Heart and Souls. This is another Blockbuster movie case. And yeah, this is an original 1998 movie release, so that's pretty cool. But this receipt here, you can see it's marked down to $2.99. And yeah, I got this on a separate day from when I bought this one, but I definitely got this month. And I was really happy to see that the prices got marked down. And the only reason I decided to look was because I brought my Switch in, as you guys know, to get repaired, and it's finally fixed now. It's all good and ready to be played. All it needed was a fan replacement, and it's working fine now. So yeah, there's a little retro shop within the thrift store, so the guy does repairs, so I decided to just get it fixed there, and it was great. And this is my movie collection update for this month, and got, I guess, 6 movies, so not too bad. I did also pick up some other media as well, so I'll show you some of those in just a moment. So one of the other things I did also pick up is an app called ToraTele, I guess in Japanese accent, and you can watch live Hanshin Tigers baseball games. Of course, there's nothing live right now. There won't be anything live until I think around 1 in the morning on Eastern Standard Time. And you can watch some of the live streams, like there was 2 here in the past couple days, and there'll be another one planned for today. And then there won't be any more planned until this weekend here and into some into next week. So yeah, next week is going to be a fun week of watching baseball, and I still have to watch the baseball games from today, and I can show you the video here, and you can just select the date that you want to watch with a red stamp, and you can watch any of those games. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, as you can see, I started watching some of it, and all the commentary is in Japanese. And I did show this in my vlog, but I wanted to show this for the collection update as well. So yeah, you can hear the commentary is in Japanese. So I'll definitely be watching this later. It's nice that I can watch it anytime, anywhere, and yeah, I think it's like $6 a month, so it's definitely not too bad. It's $72 for the whole year. And I think it's definitely worth the investment, especially if you're a Hanshin Tigers fan. And yeah, I've been really enjoying watching these games. So definitely recommend this if you're a Hanshin Tigers fan. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I don't do that sort of stuff. I'm just getting the information out there for any fellow fan who might be interested. So yeah, that is it for like movies and media and stuff. Now I do have some video games to show you guys, and I do have quite a bit of Switch games to show, and these are all the ones that I picked up. And I got Rune Factory number 4 and number 5, and actually a fellow follower recommended me to get Rune Factory 4. I think the name was Ariellen 3644, something like that. But yeah, thank you for your recommendation. I definitely look forward to checking this out. And it does come with a manual, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, this is the inside artwork, and it's really nice when video games do come with a manual, especially a Switch game. You almost like never see that anymore. And Rune Factory 5 also came with the manual, as you guys know. But there is the game, and this is the inside artwork. Looks really nice. So yeah, I got Rune Factory 4 and 5. That's really awesome. And then I also picked up Trinity Trigger. This one also came with a manual, which I had no idea that it came with one. And I was shocked, actually pretty shocked to see that it came with one when I opened this up, and it definitely felt heavy when I got it in the mail. But yeah, here's the inside artwork. Looks really pretty. Just gotta appreciate some of the artwork here. And then there's the cartridge. And then this is the inside of the manual. And I'll showcase the manuals for Rune Factory as well. Just show some of it. But yeah, I wish more games would come with manuals, to be honest, and definitely let me know down in the comments if you wish that there would be more manuals in games as well. But here is Rune Factory for the manual. I like the artwork that it has in here. And I like that it has the controls. That's always very helpful. That's one reason why I like having the manuals, is having the buttons to refer to. If you stop playing for a while, then you can see what some of the moves are. So that's Rune Factory 4, and then Rune Factory 5. Here's the back. Yeah, here's the back of this one, and the back of Trinity Trigger. And we'll take a look inside here, take a peek. And I believe this one should have the controls as well. It does have the town map, which is nice. And it does have some character designs, which I do like. Maybe it doesn't have the controls. It should, if it doesn't. Yeah, I guess this one does not have the controls, which is weird. I thought it did. Oh well. It's still cool that it does have a manual, at least, and a town map. Maybe they forgot to include the controls or whatever. I don't know. Did Rune Factory 4 have the controls? I don't remember. I thought it did. Let's see. Yeah, this one did. So maybe they just forgot to include the controls, or maybe they're the same, or about the same. I don't know. That's weird, but anyway. Yeah, I got 3 Nintendo Switch games for the collection. I did order one more Switch game, but unfortunately it did not make it in time for the April collection update, so it'll be in next month's collection update. And yeah, because it won't be arriving until May, which is kind of dumb, because I ordered it alongside with these 2 games right here. I'm guessing it's coming from a different seller or a different warehouse or something, but yeah, that will definitely be next month's collection update. So I did get some Switch games, looking forward to playing all those. Then I also picked up some PlayStation 2 games for the collection. I got very lucky and found some PS2 games here. I got Dragon Ball Z Budokai. This is the first Budokai game that I have in the collection. It is mostly complete, it's just missing the poster. And yeah, there's the disc. The disc is in pretty decent shape, I think. It just needs a little bit of cleaning up. I don't really see any major scratches on it, so it should still play. But the manual is in beautiful condition. So I was really happy to pick this up. I got it for $10 with a bit of a discount. I had a 20% off coupon. And then I got this the same day. It was $14, which I guess isn't bad. It doesn't come with the demo disc, but it does have the demo manual. But there's no manual for this game in here. But I might be able to find a copy of the manual separately on eBay or something. And the disc is in okay condition, as you can see. I might be able to get that off, like this marking here. So it seems like it might be able to come off. I don't think it's a scratch. So, but yeah, even though it has all these like kind of light surface scratches, it should still play. So I do have a few games like that, and they still work like a charm. These games are like built to last. But I heard really good things about Dragon Quest VIII, and I'm really looking forward to playing this one. I just got to get more PlayStation 2 memory cards, because I only have one, I think, and it's the old one that I've had since I was a kid. And yeah, I just got to get more PS2 memory cards. I plan on getting them once I visit Japan this summer, because they'll be extremely cheap over there compared to here. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hunting some of those down. But yeah, that's all the PlayStation 2 games that I got, and all the games that I got in general. Now I'll move on to some of the more miscellaneous stuff that I have. Alright, next up, I'll show you guys the miscellaneous items that I got here. I have a new Calico Critter item for my Calico Critter house. It's the laundry and vacuum cleaner machine thingamabobs. And this is a really cute set. I don't have a washer in my house, so I wanted to get something like that for the little critters in my house. And yeah, it looks really cute, and I was able to buy this at my local toy store. And that's the toy store I bought it from. I got it for 13 bucks. It was still cheaper than Amazon's price, so I thought I would go ahead and buy it there and support the local toy store. And it's maybe about like a 20-minute drive or whatever from where I live, so not too bad. So yeah, this is really cute. Looking forward to adding that to my house. Then I also got a What Do You Meme Mean Girls edition, the expansion pack for this franchise of this card game or whatever. And yeah, it has all the pieces in here, and it has some really fun screenshots from the movie in here. I'll just showcase some of them, I guess. And I'm a huge fan of this movie. There's some pretty iconic scenes in here, like this one. I love this scene. So yeah, definitely a really fun pickup. I got this for just a few dollars. It wasn't very much, and I figured it was worth it to add to the What Do You Meme collection. And I had no idea that this even existed, so that was a pretty cool find. I'm really glad that I got this, and I'm really glad that it's complete as well. So I'll definitely be playing this with some of my friends when we do our tabletop game nights. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, next up here I have a vintage Pokemon binder from 1999. And you can tell it's vintage because it says Made in USA here on the back. And most of the school supplies from back in the day, they were all made in USA. These days it's all made in China. And yeah, whatever. This is, as you can see, from 1999. And unfortunately, it's not a D-ring binder. I normally prefer the D-ring binders, but, you know, because this is a vintage Pokemon binder, I almost never find vintage Pokemon anything. I hardly ever do. Sometimes I do, but this was one of those rare occasions where I did get lucky, and I bought a $2 binder from the 90s, and it's Pokemon, so I had to grab it and add it to the vintage Pokemon collection. This is from the Pokemania era, so I always love finding Pokemon stuff from that era. The Pokemania era is the best Pokemon era, I think. So yeah, this was a really fun find. I'm really glad that I picked it up, and I was happy to find it as well. But anyways, I think that about covers it. I guess I'll do a collection overview, like a quick overview, and we'll put all this stuff on the shelves and we'll end the video from there. Alright, so this is the current state of my Switch collection. I had to do some rearranging so I could get the 3 games that I got to fit in this shelf, and I just moved the Story of Seasons Special Edition box sets standing up like that, and I moved the plushies that come with it in here, or up there, and then that's just a random chicken plush that I got at a farm, and I thought it would look cute next to the Harvest Moon set, aka Story of Seasons. And then I decided to put the Rune Factory games right here. I'm going in alphabetical order here. So HIJKLMNOP comes right after Pokemon. So yeah, it's in between Pokemon and Sonic, the Rune Factory games. Then I also have Trinity Trigger right here next to Trials of Mana. So yeah, that is the current state of the Nintendo Switch collection. I also moved my Sonic Superstars promo item right next to the Sonic Mania Plus Edition right there, because why the heck not? But I think it looks pretty cool, it looks pretty good, and I'm really happy with how it looks at the moment. Alright, so this is where I have the new PS2 games from my PS2 collection right here. And yeah, my PlayStation collection is slowly but surely growing, and I don't know if I'll ever get a PS3, but I'm pretty happy with just PS1, PS2, and PS4 at the moment. And yeah, that's where I'll have these 2 new PS2 games stored right here. Looking pretty good so far. Alright, so I have Pokemon Arceus and the Jewel of Life stored right here, along with all the other movies that I have, and they are going in movie release state order, so it should be in the correct placement from what I can tell. And yeah, this is the current status of my Pokemon movie collection. Slowly but surely growing as well. So last up for movies, I have these ones right here, and I'm just kind of randomly placing them at the moment. Then I have all my Adam Sandler movies right here. I have Going Overboard right here. And I do at least have the Adam Sandler films in alphabetical order. At least I think they're, for the most part, in alphabetical order. So that's slowly making progress. And yeah, I'm really happy with the movie collection so far. And I'm really glad that the movies have been marked down to $2.99 once again. And I just put the Scooby-Doo movie right here for now until I can figure out a place to put it. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'm gonna try to continue collecting for movies. And as long as I can find one that I don't have yet that I'm interested in, I'm still gonna include them in the collection updates. But yeah, that's the movie shelf as of today. Alright, I have my washer right here, and I have the vacuum cleaner right over here next to the sink in the bathroom. I guess this is a bathroom slash laundry room. And yeah, this is the current state of my Calico Critter house It looks really messy. I gotta do some reorganizing and some cleaning, but overall, yeah, it looks pretty cute. And I really like the kotatsu still. It's looking pretty good. And yeah, definitely gotta do some cleaning up in here though. There's some figures that have fallen down and stuff, but yeah, overall though, it still looks pretty good. And I really like the new washer in my Calico Critter house. It looks awesome. So I did actually forget to mention one more thing that I got for this collection update is I got this tripod, and that's currently what I'm using to stand up my phone so I can get a nice backdrop here. And yeah, I'll be bringing this guy with me to Japan, and I have a really cool setup for doing some dual recording. I'll show a picture of it over as I'm talking so you can kind of get an idea of what I am talking about. And yeah, so far I'm really liking this tripod, and it does come with a remote here, so it's a little bit less wobbly. I just got to figure out how to hook it up to my phone so I can just hit the record button wirelessly. So yeah, overall though, it's pretty good quality. I think I'll really like this. I think it's going to come in handy for the Japan trip, and I'm really looking forward to using that in future videos. And I've already used it for a YouTube Shorts video that I recorded. And yeah, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But I want to thank you all again so much for watching and for hanging out and just checking out all the cool stuff that I've added to my amazing collection that you see behind me here. Yeah, that's it for now. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.